When we talk about unique, singular, and different, we talk about one very specific dancehall artist. The greatest there was, the greatest there is, the greatest there will be. Over the years, there's always been a specific talent that would stand out amongst the rest in this dancehall music industry. When we look at the pattern, there's a specific style as to how artists have been born, spanning back to Bounty Killer and Beanie Mondays. Today, we discuss the man himself, Alkaline, and 5 reasons why he's the most hated. Stick a pin. Viewers and subscribers, welcome to another video from LeeMillerRTV. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can be the first to be notified of new contents. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment your thoughts below. With that being said, let's get to business. This shouldn't be a surprise to those who are familiar with dancehall music and the politics that are involved. But assuming that some of you guys are not familiar, here is the first reason in my specific order. Reason number 1, self-created. Over the years, it has been a thing where dancehall artists who would be considered the next generational talent is usually put on by the man currently running the game. In this case, Vybz Kartel would have been the dominant force in dancehall, which was previously brought on by Bounty Killer. Alkaline, however, was brought on by neither, as he created his own shock value, which was proclaiming that his eyes were tatted. This automatically brought on to himself curiosity, outrage, and a whole other mixed reactions. This, however, worked in Alkaline's favor as he was able to show to the world what his actual talents were. Why, you may ask, was he hated for doing this? Because no one could then say that they were the one who caused his success. He was not bounded by the tradition or swearing fealty to any specific faction in dancehall, and he could link with whomever or say whatever he wanted. If you think I might be making this up, Alkaline went as far as to put this in a song called Dirty Bad Mind, where he says in a specific line, "Bust in the game, no reference, no referral." And that right there shows just how proud he is of that fact. Because once more, before Alkaline, there weren't many artists, if any, that could brag that they, in layman terms, bust themselves. Let's go to reason number 2, being himself. Because of how unique and different Alkaline is, there hasn't been anyone like him in dancehall. That was hard to accept by his co-workers, especially since he had his own religion, we the fans call Detaway. And one tenet teaches us that we should only respect those who respect us. So for Alkaline's perspective, or from his perspective, he didn't care who any artist was. He would only show respect if it was mutual. This would then spill over to the fans, where fans of specific fan bases would also express dislike because Alkaline didn't acknowledge their favorite artist. To this day, on a regular, we still encounter descendants of those fans who would even tell or say to you that Alkaline hasn't had any hit song since 2016. Of course, that's very ridiculous, but it just goes to show you the depth of dislike fans and co-workers have for Alkaline. Reason number 3, exclusivity. This is a very general and relatable reason, but very true. As a Jamaican, many of us have this natural reaction to people who stay by themselves, and we brand them as selfish, uptight, and we say that they act as if they are better than people. Such was the case when it comes to Alkaline. Since the start of his career, he is rarely ever seen hanging out with people. Back in 2014, he stated that Mavado and Ayactin was his friend, but it wasn't even until showtime that the public would see a link up. So over the years, no one could call Alkaline a groupie or that you always saw him and a group of artists or celebrities hanging out. Even to this day, to show you how Alkaline is to himself, he doesn't even go live on his social media platforms. He doesn't even do a random video of himself and just upload it for the fans' sake. Usually, that would have caused any other artist to fall off or become an artist of the past, but it works in Alkaline's favor. Should he go live right now after this video, immediately it would be the talk of the town. Even after 10 years in the game, he still has that effect. That's just how much of a force Alkaline is to be reckoned with in dancehall. Reason number 4, achievements. As one can agree, it's not easy for a lot of persons to sit and watch someone younger than you do the same thing but do it better and in a shorter time. It causes one to have no choice but to reevaluate their own worth and talent. When we look back, Alkaline has had some very unique and meaningful achievements to dancehall and himself over the years. Naturally, Since I won't be listing everything, I will be pointing out just some pivotal ones. Let's start at 2016. 3 years after Alkaline has entered the music industry, he released one of the best dancehall albums. Alkaline was 23 years old at this time, yet he managed to achieve the number one position on the Reggae Billboard album chart, which he was the first dancehall artist to do this since Shaggy in 2011. Think this isn't a big deal? Even to date, Vybz Kartel and Popcorn in all their glory has never held the number one position on the coveted Reggae Billboard charts. Our next impressive achievement is Alkaline putting on his very first annual show called New Rules. This was in 2017, and again, Alkaline was still 23 years old at the time, and yet he managed to put on a show that pulled over 30 to 35,000 people, the biggest stage show in Kingston in how much years? Again, this is quite a feat, since we haven't seen the likes of Vybz Kartel or Popcorn with their own concerts in the country. So Alkaline once again set a trend by doing this. He also was the first hardcore dancehall artist in Jamaica to accumulate 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Back then, his nickname was Mr. Byviews because no one could believe his impressive numbers in the music, especially when it came to audio uploads. My favorite mention is Alkaline announcing his partnership with Givenchy, which was a really important moment to prove that dancehall music and dancehall artists can go places if they apply themselves. Last but not least, reason number 5, talent. Every artist and their mother feared the force Alkaline would be in dancehall. Remember the hit song Somebody Great? Alkaline stated in the song that if him never bust, so many other artists would still have their places. Remember the viral video of Not Nice saying that Popcorn told him he wouldn't have forgiven him for voicing Alkaline. So you can see from an early stage in his career, many persons feared Alkaline growing into his own. But that's not where it stopped. Alkaline constantly showed up other artists when it came to jugglings. As long as Alkaline was on that rhythm, the pressure was immense to produce a song that would be big enough to outshine Alkaline's own. To top that off, we're talking about how diverse Alkaline is. Unlike other competitors in the game, Alkaline can also sing. He can do a song on a reggae rhythm and a song on a drill rhythm, and he constantly explored the music. How would one really not feel inferior to a talent such as this? Especially when Alkaline is doing all these things within such a short amount of time. It's simply because of the genius that he is, a musical talent that is born once in every generation. If there were only 5 reasons why Alkaline was hated, these would have been the 5 reasons why Alkaline was hated or is hated. However, there are still a lot more reasons that we have not yet explored, we have not yet brought forward. But here are 5 reasons for now. So there you have it, viewers and subscribers. If you have made it this far into the video and liked anything I had to say, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be the first to be notified of new contents. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. And as always, don't forget you can support the channel by becoming a member or by leaving a super thanks. As always, again, the pleasure was mine. I'm out.
When up them pressure coming on, if you Stress can't get me off in your brain. Take you detour up.